Hi, it's Deb from Deb's Days Designs. I'm back today with another fun project for you. It's a kitchen project. Today we're making a pot holder out of our fabric strips. It's a great way to use up scraps and a great way to brighten up your kitchen. Alright, let's get this project started. Along with your regular sewing supplies for this project, you'll need fabric strips for the front, a backing fabric, fabric for an optional hanging loop, cotton batting or Insulbrite, a walking foot. If you're one of those people who doesn't like to start and stop and rewind videos, I do have a written version of this pattern available in my shop. It's a digital PDF pattern, which means you can download it to your device, read through it, but if you'd like to have the entire pattern on paper, you can print out the whole thing as well. First, place the backing fabric with the wrong side of the fabric facing up. Center the two pieces of batting or batting and Insulbrite in the middle and baste the stack together to limit shifting during stitching. Place one of the fabric strips diagonally with the right side of the fabric facing up. Place another strip on top with the right side of the fabric facing down. Stitch along the long edge using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Since we're using the backing piece as a binding, do not stitch beyond the edge of the batting Insulbrite piece. And press it open. Place another strip on top of the last, right sides facing each other, and stitch again using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And press it open. Continue adding and sewing strips until you reach the corner of the batting. Turn the piece around. Place a strip on top of the last strip with the right side of the fabric facing down and stitch along the long edge and follow the same technique to add the rest of the strips. Flip the piece over and fold the backing out of the way and very carefully trim away the excess ends of the strips without cutting into the backing. Turn the piece right side up. Trim the backing fabric so it measures 1 inch away from the edge of the front fabric. Now we're going to use that backing to make the binding. So fold the backing over so the raw edge meets near the raw edge of the front and press it. Fold the backing over one more time so it becomes the binding on the front and press it. Work your way around the sides, pressing as you go, and use fabric clips to hold it all in place. If you prefer to miter the corners, fold the corner of the backing so it meets the corner of the front piece and press it. Open up the fold and cut on the crease line, and do the same for all 4 corners. Fold the cut corners over the corners of the front piece and press them. Fold each side so the raw edges of the backing meet near the raw edges of the front and press them. Fold the backing fabric over one more time so it becomes the binding on the front and press it. Follow the same technique all around the pot holder and adjust the mitered corners if necessary. Top stitch around the outside near the open edge of the binding. To make an optional hanging loop, fold the strip in half lengthwise with the wrong sides of the fabric facing each other and press them to make a crease. Open it back up. Fold one side to the midpoint crease and press it. Fold the other side to the midpoint crease and press it. Fold the entire piece over and press it. Top stitch about 1/8 of an inch from the edges all the way across and around the fabric strip. Fold the strip in half to make a loop. Place the raw edges of the loop to the top of the back of the pot holder between the top stitching and the edge of the pot holder. Be sure the loop's facing downwards. Secure the loop in place by stitching over the pot holder's previous top stitching. Press the loop up and stitch across it one last time to hold it in the upward position. And just like that, we have another kitchen project we made with fabric strips. If you'd like to see more quick and easy sewing projects like this one, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and remember to click the bell so you can get notified of my newest tutorials. See you next time with another project.